Hi guys, myself MytreshGowd. I was an fourth year student in Viteb University. Today, let's try to solve one problem in the lead code, and the problem number is 11 from the lead code. Let's see the question, that is the container with most water. So, if you see the question means container with the most water, in the question they given one example where you can see some bar graphs. Well, you need to know before that you need to understand the question before we solve. So let's try to understand what is the question. They given like one integer array which represents like height and which is of length n, and there are n vertical lines drawn such that the two endpoints of the ith line are I comma 0 and I comma height of I. Basically, they are representing like the y coordinates are like indexes from the 0 index to the n minus 1. Height of I nothing but here n minus 1. So they ask you to find two lines that together with the x-axis from a container such that the container contains the most water. So after observing that array, we need to take two uh, values such that we can represent that it is the container area which can store most water, and we need to return that thing. So they given one example here, and as you can see here, uh, there was an height array 186254837, which means here these are the integers and they returned as 49. First, let's try to understand what is the core logic behind this thing. They given like the output is 49. So what I'm trying to say is, let's take, I think we can solve this problem by using the two pointer approach. That is like taking one two pointers such as one is int I and another one is int j, and let's keep it as int I at the 0th index and int j at the end index. So means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 means at the eighth index. So after keeping at the eighth index, you need to get the maximum area we need to return. So what is the idea is, we can say that area is nothing but the base into the height, right? So base means here that is like the difference between the indexes. Suppose the pointer I is at 1 and the pointer j is at 7. If you take the indexes means it is at the 0th index and it is at the 7th index. So the difference between is represents the area. So 7 minus 0 is nothing but 7. And if you take the height, height is nothing but we need to take the minimum of these things, because uh, if you take the maximum one and if you assume it was a container, the water can be fell out of the container, because if you are taking the counter as the height, because there was unequal thing, right? So we need to take the lesser one. So if you take the minimum one, 1 and 7, so 7 into the 1, the area is 7. Like this, we now we will develop another condition, that is like two pointers, that is if the ith one is lesser, jth one is bigger, means we define right from the height. There we need to change like you need to increase the I. If j is less, you need to decrease the j. Like this, we will build the condition. Let's go to the code. So here we are writing the code. So we are writing the code here. Let's take the two pointers. First one int I is equals to 0. Let's take the bigger variables. Big int j is at height dot length minus 1. So because we are coming from the end, one other pointer is coming from the end. So now I am declaring the array to store the maximum array, right? We need to return the array area, max area equals to the integer dot min value, because maybe in the hidden test cases maybe there was like some negative values to maybe, so that's why we are taking the integer dot min value. Now we, the stopping condition is like when the jth index is crosses the ith index, means the j index is less than or I, at the time we can able to stop the thing. So the while condition should be like while j greater than uh, greater than or equals to the I. So here we will build the thing. First of all, getting the index value and the height value. The height equals to the math dot min of the height of I comma height of j. Then here we are noticing the area. A into area equals to the base into the height, and then we will update the max area. Max area equals to the math dot max of area comma max area. Now let's go to the some conditions, like now for the current condition is the ith value is lesser than the jth value. So I think now we will to put some if conditions, that is like to move the pointers to the be- before or the after indexing the arrays. If height of I less than height of j, we can move the I forward. Else if height of I greater than height of j, we can move, we can reduce the j, and also we need to look for the another condition, that is height of the I equals to the height of the j. Here also we can reduce the j, and overall we can return the max area. So let's see whether our test cases are passed or not. Wait, we got some error. We declared the same values here. Heights. Okay. Our test cases were passed. Let's see the submit and let's check another things. It was running. Yeah, our test cases were passed. I hope you can understand this question.